What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Phantom Saberlight here. Sorry I haven't been uploading lately. Been busy. But I'm here in the OU. I got my Mega Gyarados team. Very proud of it. Very good battle that I had with this guy called Big Bolt. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy. So I'm going to lead off with my Landorus as he leads off with this Hippowdon. So I'm expecting that we both trade rocks, which is exactly what we do. I'm going to U-turn on out into my Latias, expecting an EQ, but he goes for a Crunch, surprisingly. Very surprised that he had Crunch, but oh well, it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to fire off a Draco. No need to predict here as he makes a good play, switches out into his Gardevoir. I can't touch this Gardevoir with my Latias, so I have to switch out into my Assault Vest Raikou. I know I can take one hit, which I do, and then I'm going to proceed to fire off a Shadow Ball. Ooh, excuse me. A Shadow Ball. As he switches out into his Hippowdon, and then I go for the Hidden Power Ice. As he goes for the Crunch, I live at 2%. I'm just going to go for another Shadow Ball, maybe hoping for a Special Defense drop as he goes for the Slack Off. And I'm just going to go for another Shadow Ball as he goes for the Crunch to take me out. That's fine. I'm going to switch out my Mega Gyarados right here. And my Mega Gyarados is inside as now as he's kind of in a bad predicament as I'm going to set up a Dragon Dance. That's going to raise my attack and speed. I go for the Crunch. That's going to knock out the Celebi in one hit. His only switching is his Keldeo, which he does make, so I have to switch out into my Talonflame. As he goes for the Secret Sword, now right here I make a very, very bad play. I go for the Natural Gift, even though I have no berry. What I should have done is gone for the Roost, get some of my HP back, which I do the next turn after he brings out his Heatran. He goes for the Flash Cannon, that does quite a bit, and he even gets a Special Defense drop. But I go for the Brave Bird next turn, and he expects me to Roost again. Unfortunately for him, I do not, so that's fine with me. I go for the Brave Bird as he goes for the Earth Power again, expecting me to Roost. And I'm going to take out this Heatran with my Talonflame. So that was great. He's going to switch out into his Hippowdon. I'm just going to go for the Brave Bird. As he goes for the Slack Off, recoil damage is going to take me out, which is unfortunate. That's fine. My Mega Gyarados can come back in, set up a Dragon Dance. As he goes for the EQ, my Gyarados is going to live that. I'm going to go for the Waterfall here, and that's going to take down his Hippowdon. His only switch in is again his Keldeo. Oh, actually he switches out into a Scizor. As a Bullet Punch will easily take me out, I'm just going to switch out in my Latias, sack it off. And now I'm just going to go into my Landorus as I see that it is Choice Banded. As he has to make a switch out into his Keldeo, I go for the EQ. He restores some health with the Citrus Berry. I have to switch out into my Mega Gyarados. I'm just going to sack it off here. And now that's going to give me a free switch into my Gengar as I go for the Shadow Ball. And that does solid damage to the Scizor that he switches in. Unfortunately, I cannot stand because a Choice Banded Bullet Punch should take me out. So I'm going to have to switch out in my Landorus. Get the Intimidate off as that Bullet Punch doesn't do too much, but still quite a lot, especially considering that I'm a defensive Landorus. As he switches out into his Keldeo, I go for the EQ. That kills him. And now he switches out into his Mega Gardevoir. All I can do is switch out and hope that I can take a Hyper Voice, which I do, thankfully, but he has the Shadow Sneak. I was really, really surprised about that. I honestly think that Shadow Sneak on Mega Gardevoir is garbage. I know it's heard of, I know people play it a lot, or use it a lot, but I personally think it's garbage. But for him, right here, it turned out to be excellent. Very upset about it, as I could have won that game very easily. I just go for a Shadow Ball. That Shadow Ball could have taken out his Mega Gardevoir, as he has to switch out into his Scizor, knowing that he's Choice Banded. He cannot take a Shadow Ball from my Gengar. I'm Choice Scarfed, by the way. So none of his mons would have outsped me. So he has to go for the Bullet Punch, but after that, my Landorus comes in, and his Bullet Punch isn't going to be doing anything to me. But, hey, it is what it is. Shadow Sneak Mega Gardevoir, new meta. I personally think it's garbage, but, I mean, I lost to it. Oh well. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and take care.